Spooky. Hello, everybody. This game is very loud in my ears. Goodness me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Halo Farm stream. Today, I'm going to be playing this game that is currently loading up, The Sinking City. Inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, The Sinking City depicts an era in which ethnic, racial, and other minorities were frequently mistreated by society. These prejudices were, and still are, unacceptable. But we kept them in because it's Lovecraftian and based in the 20s. Hey, Zero. Welcome. So today I got myself a little fan, and I don't mean a fan as in a person, I mean a fan as in one that goes whoosh whoosh and blows cool air at me. It's small, and hopefully you guys can't hear it. It shouldn't be loud enough to overcome the noise reduction on the microphone. It also may not be enough to keep me cool for a 3-hour stream. It depends. My room is already... The funny part is, it's not even sunny today, but it's just a very warm day. So it's hot in here. It is hot in here. But all the same, I also have a second backup one, which needs dusting. So it's probably useless. If there's one thing I've noticed about fans, it's that if they get too dusty, they suddenly stop working, even though they're still spinning. Yeah. I suppose I should do the thing. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Whatever the time of day it is for you, hello and welcome. I really need to get a better intro. Maybe I should make one up. Something about I don't know, darkness or maybe light or keyblades. Something memey that the kids these days would like. Anyone know any kids these days? Because I sure don't. Anyway, so also this game is probably not that heavy. Whoa, there's the sound. I really am gonna have to turn that down. That's incredibly loud for me. Let's go down to about here. It's still pretty loud. Turn it up a bit for you guys. Maybe we'll mess with the in-game audio a little as well. Less music is usually ideal for streams, but we keep the rest up. I'll maybe turn the ambient down a little bit, and the interface doesn't need to be loud. We'll keep the voices there, and we'll turn the SFX to about here. Okay, so I don't know much of this game. I've not gone out of my way to find out much about this game. Just that it's Lovecraftian, and you know, it's very much in the name, The Sinking City. I have in the past started it, but back when I started the game, my thought was actually just at the time, maybe I could stream this. So I never got very far because I decided, much like Killer Frequency, actually, that I felt like I'd stream it instead of play it by myself. So here we are. Apparently it's got kind of mixed reviews, like it's not a great game, so we're not expecting too much, but the company's also pretty indie. I've never heard of them or anything, so we'll go in with medium expectations and hope for the best. Frosty welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont. Oh, Massachusetts, okay. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the persons you might help, who might help you with it. Perhaps yourself, then come to prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here and help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Well, he certainly doesn't sound like he'd have a Massachusetts accent. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with gunfire. Oh, it's been... Doors that can be opened are marked with a special hobo sign. Okay, then. Away we go. Wow, was this video encoded with like... why does he sound like a child? What is that voice? Okay, seriously, he sounds like he's voiced by a 10-year-old. Oh, okay, he's noticed too. It seems like he doesn't normally sound like that. Whoa. You having an out-of-body experience there, fella? I don't think that's particularly normal. Hello there, giant floating squid. You're not gonna just jump off here, are you? I really wouldn't advise it, even if you are... Oh, there he goes. He still sounds like he's got a very high-pitched voice. Well, that was an introduction. It didn't really tell me a whole lot of anything about the game, but it was interesting. Folding camera. A gun that I'm apparently not allowed to take.
I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Oh no, we're taking it. Okay. As you requested. Oh yeah, it's the same letter as before. Yeah. Oh, I see. I have to hold it in order for it to stay open. What are all these signs across the room? Hey, that's probably what's been giving you nightmares, pal. Rusty welcome. Space. Place out. Oh, there's nothing on the map. Okay. There is no map. How do I take a picture of that? Do I have a I got the camera. What's the button? Did it tell me the button and I just missed it? It probably did. Oh, map. T. Evidence map mind's eye. Follow the omens. Retrocognition. Mind palace. Oh boy. Okay, but what about the camera? Investigation of the main case reveals clues for your mind palace. We're Sherlock Holmes now. Combine pairs of relevant clues to get evidence. Crucial information for the case. It's added to the casebook. Deductions. These explain nuances of the case. They are displayed in the mind palace. This is retrocognition. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. Oh boy. Well, none of that told me where I could get a camera. Is this how oh, here we go. There we go. Photo of trophy plate. There we go.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Monolith National Park is waiting for you. It says all evidence. I didn't realize I was collecting evidence here. I thought this would be first person, not third person. I'm kind of surprised.
Now get out.
Oh, okay, bye. I guess he doesn't like me very much.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Okay,
Nice to
so
meet
he's,
Johannes van der Berg. At
Definitely
your
not from
service.
America originally.
I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me your Highness.
Please call him Johannes.
But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
What the hell does that mean?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
The flood?
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Well, it certainly is very atmospheric.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already
Robert
at the fort.
Throgmorton.
He has dedicated a lot of time
That's a hell of a
and effort
name.
to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Nice suit.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
At least it's a nice sort of muted yellow that's not, like, abusive to the eyes.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
And what the fuck does that mean?
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
Why did you refer to him as a creature? That's like a really weird way to refer to a person, a human being.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef.
The Devil's Reef.
Here's the key.
Sounds
Yeah,
charming.
sounds
Don't
charming.
judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
I was more judging it by its name.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
The fur on his
Most
jacket
locals
is
go
really
by
nice
foot
looking.
Or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked
Yay!
the hotel and a few other key places.
A few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular. Its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Alright. What do you do
How do
here?
you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded
Philosophy
intelligentsia,
club.
gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Christ. Alright. Well, you're an interesting fellow, that's sure.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about
How?
it. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Oh, that's ominous. Oh, that explains why he looked dry while I looked soaking wet. I apparently chose to stand like 2 feet from shelter, but I wonder if that even has any relevance in this game. Like, am I just permanently wet if I'm outside, or is there actually some form of shelter? I'm very curious about the rather large scar on his throat there on the right-hand side. Oh, that's gross. Not usually the kind of thing you find on a pier. Pardon me. Okay, that's a flashlight. Apparently that's punching someone. I did not mean to do that. Do I happen to have an autosave? Apparently E. F turns on the flashlight. E, which I thought would be the use button, is in fact the button that I use to swing a weapon. Let's try space.
Hey, knock it off.
Oh, I can't even talk to you. Hello?
Now get out.
Okay, he really doesn't want to know anything, or want anything to do with me. What's the question, or the mark on my map, though? The boat? The boat named Karen. Welcome to Oakmont, a town on the rise. I think it might be a town on the sink, to be perfectly honest. I don't think it's rising. Unless it can float, and it's rising with the water level. This looks like it's sort of only recently been cleared of water, so maybe it's not quite as sunken as all that. Maybe it's unsinking. Under the keel bar and exit. And what's this way? Oh hey, I can run slightly faster. I wouldn't exactly call it a sprint. What the hell are you doing in the water down here? The Tanya lifeboat.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Probably the weird glowiness on it. Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor Unreadable, I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on and unreadable. In the end, it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father, Unreadable. He's here. Huh. Hey, you there. You folks.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Okay. That guy on that boat does?
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Oh, we're going with Titania instead of Titania, are we? Oh, there we go. Anything interesting? Seems not. Now there's 2 things on my map. Why have I made mark of that lifeboat? Or small boat, whatever. Oh dear me. Oh, that's a very cool looking contraption. It's a train, isn't it? Like a small train that you might use to pull a heavy load. Pretty sure. And who are these people?
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found.
Wow.
And that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say?
You're a fucking ape, is what you are.
Perhaps we can help each other.
Do I even want to mention his features?
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
You don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Okay.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Who are the Innsmouthers?
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen.
They took our jobs.
Agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Well, you're certainly very outspoken. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm gonna say it.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's
not even a
because
question.
No man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Sure, exquisite. Was the royal family by any chance a royal family of gorillas? I can try to
Mr.
find...
Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Fair.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera?
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend.
Blend of what?
Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
Tell me
I
more.
need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here,
I'd be willing
my
to
son
think
was
he probably
nowhere to
ran
be
away,
seen.
to be honest.
Anything else?
clearly something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the fisherman's
Where's
house?
the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
Where's the lifeboat? Actually, I already know where the
Mentioned
lifeboat.
a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Yeah, I already found it. I'll be going.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
You are obnoxious as fuck. I do not know why anyone around here looks up to you. I see, so that's what they meant by the hobo sign. It's actually just an H. Christ, this place is... Well, I mean, I could probably... Oh, jeez. I could probably sleep here if I were forced to. It's a roof over your head, even if part of the upper floor seems to have caved in. And there's... No, I'm confident that in a life or death situation, I could sleep here. Maybe not. I am no longer confident about that, in fact, because that is just vile. Oh god. This fish has all gone bad. All I can say is imagine the smell. Whoa. Hello there. Hello there, copper.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Well, you're going mad.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
He didn't exactly hire you. He just
okay.
kind of agreed to let you do
What
it.
do you want?
Tell me
I
what
want to
happened.
know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was
Such as it
outside
is.
on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
Sounds
sounds
familiar. Yeah, strikingly so. Who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Alright.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Whenever it zooms in really close, there's this weird, like, artifact thing around the edge of the screen. I think it's to do with the depth of field. And what happened to
Do you know
Paul?
how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
That's not gonna look good for anyone, is it? Being the only person here when a man just sort of dies all by himself.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
I gotta
I'll
go.
leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Unfortunately for you, you're not gonna have much option. Where's Paul? You said he's there on the floor. Oh, there, okay. Oh, Christ. That's,
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was
yeah,
beaten
his
to a
head has
pulp.
been straight up caved in by this here barrel. Yeah, I hear you whispering. I'm busy, okay? Oh, we stole that. Okay. I thought it was going to be Clue or something.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Which kind of chew? Times like these, I wish this game had ray tracing, because I was mentioning this, I think, somewhere the other day. I don't know, was it on... Oh, yeah, it was when I was playing yesterday, when I was playing, Dignalis. Just saying that ray tracing has brought reflections sort of back to where they used to be, because sometimes screen space reflections really are not very good, and this game is a perfect example of how they can be not good. Because, I mean, at least I can say, ooh, it's spooky because it's Lovecraftian horror, but really, this is just a case of really bad screen space reflections. Okay. Knives
I'm
in the
surprised
bowl.
they don't have someone's portrait here.
Well, why would they? Press Q to activate. Press T for more information. It's a fog watch. Or a fob watch, whatever the fuck they call them. Are we not going to open it? Apparently not going to do anything with it. Hello? Hello? Let me put it down at least. Oh, I see. Hold. What the heck? Alright, I guess he really did start. Oh, oh, fisheye. Oh. Oy. Oh, that's better. I just noticed that as I use that, my sanity starts to go down. Okay, what's this? It's a knife.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Very intricate. The blade is very nicely carved too, but it has a chip out of it.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Well, when they're out in the middle of nowhere, I don't think it's the kind of thing that would be a problem.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Wait. Oh, wow,
So,
okay.
that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
He really wasn't kidding when he talked about them being fish-faced. What do we got here?
5 cards short of a full house.
Har har, very funny. Blood.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Right through the fucking wall, from the looks of things. Okay. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Right. Oh, okay. So, we have this bit here.
What's happening?
Why is the position of the lamp relevant here? Okay, and he ran away.
Take this, ape face.
Who the fuck shot him? Okay, so they all kind of went mad. It seems like his face was indeed caved in by the man who fears that he did it. He did in fact do it. While the Innsmouther shot Albert? And Albert jumped straight, deadass, jumped through the wall.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What do you mean, let's see? Do I have to, like, establish the timeline of events or something? 1, obviously.
What's happening?
2.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Deadass fled through the wall. Mind Palace. Investigation of main fit right. Combined pairs of evidence. Crucial information. Deductions. Some deductions can be interpreted differently. This can lead to different conclusions. Oh wait, how did it say? I get to the Mind Palace? C to open the casebook. And go to the Mind Palace. Alright. So. Albert returned unstable. Albert attacked the fisherman. And Throgmorton and Innsmouther feud. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. True. Sudden psychotic outbreak. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Yes. Oops. Throgmorton Innsmouther feud. Albert fled when wounded. Lewis shot without warning. Oh no, okay. Albert fled from the fisherman's house when he was wounded. When Albert Throgmorton became aggressive, Lewis and Innsmouther fishermen immediately started shooting at him. And as an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. One fisherman is missing. Albert fled when wounded. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Okay. So that's the whole thing now, or? Just have this random one left here. I can track down Albert. Follow the omens. Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence. Alright.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Alright, well, I'd say I'm gonna go out the front door the normal way. But he jumped out. Damn, where did he jumped out over here, and then he ran this way. He ran off this way. Oh, this is... had a bit of a psychotic moment over here. What's this?
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Aha. Albert fled when wounded. Lewis pursued Albert. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. What's this here? Why does that glow? What is the importance? Ah. Items, okay. So they went this way. Albert's still losing his shit.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Can I climb there? Perhaps if I take it in smaller steps? He went in here. Warehouse. Okay, first thing we do is steal some shit, because apparently we do that. What is that? Ah, it's the pocket.
There's something in the pocket.
The whole ass pocket came off. Bloodstained note. Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly, and the Fuzz snooping about the port. With the Fuzz. But don't worry. I've struck a nice deal with the proper people, and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week, and I'll return everything with double interest. Well, that's a terrible thing to promise someone. Boy, more fish. That's a briefcase full of stuff. Let's see, am I following any omens in here, or am I just checking the place? I think I'm just checking the place. There appears to be a downstairs and an upstairs, so let's check the upstairs first. Oh, it's not an upstairs. There are stairs, but I can't go through the door. Well, we got more blood. Padlocks. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or a melee attack. Melee attack was what?
The door won't budge.
Here, now it will. Okay, we've got a dead person. Excuse me? I don't know what you are, but I don't think I want to know what you are. What the fuck? What the fuck? All I did was bust open a door and suddenly got attacked by some creepy fucking gross thing.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Well, now we know where Albert is. The next question becomes, where is Lewis? I got another dead one of those in here. Man, these guys really did just fucking... They fucked monkeys, for sure. Okay, yes, Mind Palace. Mind Palace. Albert was murdered. Bar owner indebted to Lewis. Lewis left crime scene. Oh, okay. Lewis, the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding in the bar in Oakmont Port. We just have Albert was murdered.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident.
They fucking strung him up
This was
like a
deliberate.
fish. Which is just fucking gruesome. Coil springs. What is with this? Oh, I guess it would have been where they brought the fish in directly to the basement. Why didn't we... What the hell? It's gone. Why did we just not question the existence of that thing? We didn't have a... Oh, what the fuck is that moment or anything. We just fucking kill it, dude.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
All evidence collected. So... But I still don't have anything to pair with that. Alright, so the next thing is... I should probably go to the bar first, maybe? Or should I just go and tell the asshole? What the fuck? Damn, I wasn't expecting to find this kind of stuff in this game. They really like fish here. Okay, so where is the bar? Mind Palace. Deductions. Albert's pretty hysteria. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Moody Throgmorton sent him. I missed something here, haven't I? What is that, and why can I not? Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis, the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. I found the body of Albert Throgmorton in the basement of a warehouse not far from a fisherman's house. He was fatally shot in the head, impaled on hooks, and then hidden. Torn piece of jacket stained with blood found alongside. Yeah. Bloodstain, no. Can track down Albert. What is this one then? Ah, okay. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene. Unfortunately for poor Will Hammond, he did in fact kill that guy. So I'm at the port. Where's the bar? Who the hell are you? Oh, it's some kid.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
You're not a kid, you're just creepy. Praise the sea with us. Man, looking at these designs, it reminds you that fishing boats really haven't come far in the last 100 years. The world is very detailed. I appreciate that. Under the keel bar. Where is it, though? Where's under the keel bar? Under the keel bar. You there.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
How do I look familiar if you haven't seen me around? Okay. Barkeep.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Need to see Lewis Flynn.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
You want him gone? I can help.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's
Nice.
upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
I've seen some
I've
unsettling
seen some
creatures.
unsettling creatures
Oh, well, I'm
around,
glad we're
like
acknowledging that
nothing
now.
I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy.
Yep,
And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here.
right on both counts.
Better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Bye.
Okay, so are they implying that I'm supposed to be the one... Okay, we make manual saves. That's good. So, a key for the room on the upper floor of the bar where Lewis Flynn is hiding. But am I supposed to go up there and kill him? Or am I, like... What do these little signs mean? Do I go up there and kill him personally, or... What? What do I do here?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Jesus,
Charles
fuck!
Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Drach. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
How did it all happen?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You killed Albert.
You shot to
Why?
kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Why do you look like
What
that?
kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Yeah, unlike the apes, you can't really accuse him of fucking fish, because I'm pretty sure that under no circumstances would you be able to reproduce with a fish. Maybe with an ape of some sort, but definitely not a fish. Why do your
I hear
people
there's a
hate
bit
the
of a feud
Throgmortons?
between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
What's a grand your
The
actions?
things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
What's a grand
You
family?
mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
What happened to the Blackwoods?
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
To be perfectly honest,
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
no.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
I need to have a think here. Albert was murdered. Lewis was afflicted by hysteria. Lewis was mentally affected. Couldn't entirely control his actions. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. I see. So these two never joined up because I joined these three? Or? Interesting. He offered me a bribe, though, which kind of bothers the fuck out of me. Like, I would have tried to get him off scot-free if he hadn't offered me a bribe, but the fact he offered me a bribe, like, makes me think I really don't want to get him off scot-free because he didn't trust me to go by the truth.
Get the... Oh.
Same to you, sir. What the get the... Oh. I think I might have to go and find Throgmorton now. So I think green things on my compass are things I've fully investigated already. Whereas yellow means I haven't fully investigated something. So there's something down here or in here that I've missed. A whole ass room as it happens.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
There's still something that I've missed. I just don't want to finish the case, close the case down until I know for a fact I have all the evidence. Oh.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
That is actually important evidence. Is there anything I can do with that? No. But I do now have all the evidence. It's very clear that Albert was, like, rocking some serious supernatural powers.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Alright, I found the murderer.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
No, I'm gonna give him up because he tried to bribe me, and that just makes me upset.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That
No,
scum
that's
won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Both of these things are true.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I need it to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Ah.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
The link between visions and
Do
hysteria?
these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
I need to
Since
take a
the
drink
flood,
real
many
quick.
Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Any discoveries? Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
The murder in the expedition.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
It sure does.
I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
I expect so too.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, let's talk payment then.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay. Hook, line, and sinker. Frosty welcome, case complete. New case, lost at sea. Goodness me. Hello
I've
there.
said everything I know.
Have you? I haven't even spoken to you before, so I find that hard to believe, but okay. Hello there, sir.
What's the problem?
Well, I just wanted to try and talk to you, but if you don't want to talk, I guess we won't talk. Alright. What the fuck is that? Hey, what is that? Get over here. I don't know what you are, but I don't think you should stay alive. Man, why are there so many rotting squids around? Okay. Oh, this map is significantly larger than I was expecting. I thought this game was gonna be like 2-3 streams tops, but it might end up being more with that much, and this is concerning. Why is it named Reed Heights? Okay, that's the under the keel bar, Oakland City Port. Where I'm sleeping at Devil's Reef, so let me check my casebook. Lost at sea, lost expedition. Oh, he marked it on my map, didn't he? Actually, I don't need to look in here. The Oakmont Chronicle, Oakmont Police Department, Hospital of St. Mary, Oakmont University Library, Oakmont City Hall, Throgmorton Manor, Asylum. Of course, the game would not be complete without an asylum. In all capital letters, no less. Okay, where did he actually say? Funded an expedition to discover the origin of mass hysteria. What is the key to? The key to the headquarters. Expedition headquarters. It's in northern Coverside at the crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Northern Coverside. Where the fuck is that? I can't even find Hubert Street or whatever it was, Avenue. Ah, Hubert Avenue and Asher Road. So it should be around there. Just next to the Oakmont Police Department. I guess for now I'll put a compass mark on that. And I'll put... Can I put more than one compass mark? No, just the one. Okay. Ah. No, Get rid... God damn it. Not that button. Get rid of that. And if it's in the corner, it should be there. So we'll put that mark there. And this can just be our regular old compass mark. Because I should probably get over to my room before I start fucking about with anything else. And I tell you what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what... Okay, so the investigation level is actually set at easy. Evidence in your casebook will have an icon to indicate what you can use it to indicate you can use it to advance the case. Kind of wonder, should I set this one up to detective and this one down to easy? I'm kind of dumb, but I've got more brain than I have gaming skills. and the game's movement feels kind of janky. So I'm concerned. Detective, evidence in your casebook will have no hint icons, leaving you to work out what action to take next. Wait, what's the difference here? Will have an icon to indicate you can use it to advance the case. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go with those difficulty settings. It'll probably be end up eventually being less stressful than it is for, or less stressful for viewers as well. Oh, loading goo. What's going on here? Hey, what the fuck? What the hell just happened? What? It seems like someone kindly brought me to my hotel. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Who brought me here? And why is this picture here already? That's...
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Wasn't that picture in the Karen as well? My Diary, Part 1. My Diary? I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half-mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The official said none of what I thought I'd seen was real. But my memories are true. My strange powers, gained after the ordeal, prove it. I found something horrible on that island. Something old and dark and slithering. It still haunts me. Alright. Feel like I'm learning as much about myself as I am about the things around me. All that we see or see... All that we see or seem is just a dream within a dream. Charles W. Reed, 3/21/17. 10/9/94. Those are dates. My birth date and death date? What year is it supposed to be?
Never again, they say.
What is 10/9/94? Oh. Wow, that's a lot of options. I guess these are unlockables, or maybe they're DLC. The fuck, cultist? Seriously? Is he wearing a squid on his head? What the fuck? I mean, the basics are fine by me. This one's pretty good. Unburdened newcomer. Why does his jacket lose its fur in the newcomer version? A vacationist. Looks more protective. Christ, that is... I'm not sure I would want to use the facilities here. Raids on Innsmouthers. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying, with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. The city ought to have been cleansed of these fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Bro, how did that get up there? Like, he's only just died. How much time passed while I was asleep? Welcome, John Bud. As you can see, we're in the thick of things. Well, actually, we're not really in the thick of anything. We just woke up in an inn, and it's not a very nice inn. I'll admit it's probably the best inn that it could possibly be in this town. Hey, where's my camera? Let me get a picture of you, lady. Baby. I probably wasn't supposed to take a picture of that. Okay. And what have we here? Note from J. Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes. Is there anything else to get in here? I'd love to know where such a heavy breeze is coming from to make that blow quite like that. Because I can't even see a gap. Can we go into the other rooms? Oh, we can. And just casually steal things from people's suitcases. Okay, then. Can I craft? Is that a thing? Apparently I have 2 guns. I keep getting all these items, but I don't see an actual crafting button. Ah, crafting materials. Here we go. Quantity, pistol, revolver, trusty 6-shooter. I need 2 gunpowder for the 6-shooter bullets. That kind of implies that it hits harder, doesn't it? Why not make 1 of each? Antipsychotics. Can I also craft? I can also craft them. First aid kit. I can craft 1 of them as well. Nice. Yeah. 6-shooters, revolvers generally do have more punch than pistols anyway. It's just pistols have more bullets and are generally a newer design, I think. Revolvers are a much older design of weapon, if I recall. But that doesn't necessarily invalidate them. The nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men, the Yellow King's gang. They can't get me here now. Now there's only me. Me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll get to figure them out. I love how I just steal shit from everywhere. Like, when you're playing an RPG or something, looting is kind of, you don't think of it as theft, But in a game like this one, when you just walk into people's rooms and just steal their shit, it feels so much more like theft.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Why have they put up an actual plaque for me? That's so weird. I went in that room, didn't I? And then I skipped this one. Ah, okay, I can't open that one. Fair enough. Was that everything in here? There's a bunch of stuff on the wall. Whoa, wait, what the fuck? Okay, number one, what the fuck is that? Number two, holy crap, that's a low quality decal texture. For how nice everything else in this game looks, that texture looks fucking terrible. Look at it. Pixelated to high hell. Were there... No, it's just in that one room. The ceilings are normal in every other room. Keep it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave, your landlord. You're gonna... Was that left before the flood? Like more than 6 months ago?
The door won't budge.
What about if I do this? No, okay. Please, I need more loot. Awesome. You hear that sound? And this is upstairs. The squelchiness. Gunpowder, alcohol. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing, but now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvages to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't impossible to navigate. Well, in this particular wait, you got here after I woke up here, right? So you didn't get to see what outside looked like? Well, you'll see very soon. I can promise you that squelch is not unique. Oh. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna take a picture of it anyway. Yarn, I'm wet. Okay, so upstairs just had one lootable room. Yeah, there's a reason that everything is quite as it is. I mean, with the name of the game, I'm sure you get... Oh, Jesus.
You're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister. You want to stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
What noise? I was asleep.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
I didn't...
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable.
I don't think they are, sir.
Never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Well, he's got to be the least fish-faced Innsmouther I've seen so far. Are we gonna steal even from him? Or are we too respectable for that? I mean, they're literally fish-faced. We also have ape-faced people. What in the heavenly fuck is that? That's a hell of a crab. Okay, so what did he actually just... Did he give me a bunch of notes or something? Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kinda like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I heard is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped... How do I... Oh. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Okay. To Walter. Walter, K help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out I could live without you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. Alright. Casebook. Lore, perhaps? Documents. Albert Throgmorton's will, right? To Walter. Keep it down. The nightmares. Note from J. Bat. So, where the hell did... What was it he was telling me I could take a look at? Or was it actually stuff in the lore? Like the, mythos or something? No? You see this, Chumbud? We have a mind palace. He gave me a ton of shit, and it's not here. It's lost at sea. Oh, it's side cases. Letters from Oakmont. Okay. So it's a side case. Forlorn woman. This city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by further visions. I want to buy Disco Elysium. Just, I had no money last month, or on payday, so I didn't buy it. I literally just added it to my wish list the other day. Yeah, so I've heard. Very good, but also incredibly outrageously... how should I phrase it? Like... not safe for work. Where was I? I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbour, near the crossing of Fitz-O'Callaghan Street and Oak Church Road. It came. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman locked in a room, infected and infected? And slowly rotting. Okay, then. My body turned into something. It itched badly in my face. I had to hold the skin and with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying until some Innsmouther kicked me and ordered me away. I think it uses a ton of, like, really crass language as well, which is the sort of thing YouTube isn't overly happy with. I think if I play it, it will be on Twitch for sure. Lone child. The visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today I went to the eastern streets of Coverside and the visions came on the corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. It was so scary to stay inside, but everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor, and there were terrifying screams from outside. I could not run, could not hide. I just waited for Mom to return. So basically, each one of these is going to give me 2 streets that I have to, the corner between 2 streets that I have to visit. Mirrors, mirrors. I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Advent and had a vision at the intersection of Purity Road and Oak Street. See? That confirms my suspicion. So, I'm either going to have to go out of my way to do these, or I'm probably just going to have to go out of my way to do these. I don't feel like doing that right now, so we'll worry about it at a later time. I like my 1920s flashlight. I'm not entirely sure they actually had pocket flashlights in 1920s like these, but they also didn't have fish people and ape people, so you know. Let's not worry too much about consistency, temporal consistencies. Alright, I guess we'll go out and about. Now then. This is Devil's Reef. You can now see why the sound of squelching is not that big of a deal. The entire town has, at some point or other, been underwater, which is why there's so much of this nasty shit just left on the streets. In the actual port, it was fucking disgusting. What do we got here? No, that's just a map. I don't need to look at that. I can press M to look at that. Is it specifically marking something for me? Oh wait, is it fast travel? No? Maybe? I'll find out when I find another one, I guess. Automatic telephone, long distance service. Check it out. It's a telephone box from the 1920s. All the cars are rusty as fuck because the seawater swallowed them up for a while. Suit and top coats. Men's finest clothing. Not so fine anymore. Infested area. Really? You're one of those? I can pew-pew anything within 40 feet with just one hand. Who needs a proper gun-shooting stance when I have style? Okay, so why do we call it infested? What is it specifically infested with? No, I'm like 99% certain that he's just doing one hand here. I wish I could hold both guns at once. I just noticed that the crafting actually only gives me one bullet at a time. Pardon me. Pardon me? Okay, pardon? No. Okay. Pardon me, ma'am. Never mind. Pardon me. I don't think they want to talk to me. Sir?
Look for your sins and repent. K Almighty will punish the wretched by sending terrors unnamed creeping from the abyss below. Atone for your deeds.
Okay there, Heimsker.
It's too late.
Pardon me. Why does nobody want to talk to me? West MD. For sale or lease. I guess that means I can't go in there then. Can steal rags from their bin though. Sir?
Will punish the wretched by sending
Sir?
terrors
Sir?
creeping from the abyss below.
I don't think he's okay.
Your deeds before it's too late.
What is this outfit? What? Are you a cultist?
K
Oh,
Almighty will punish the wretched.
I wish I
by
hadn't seen that.
sending terrors unnamed creeping. Atone for your deeds.
Okay, I guess it's time to start relying on an actual map. Oh, I'm going the right way by accident. That works. Wait, why did my map... I had a fucking mark on the map, and it took it away. Oh, I think I know why. Maybe I don't know why. Oh yeah, it came back now. That is an interesting feature. Depending on what case I've clicked on in my casebook, it shows me different things. I basically have map markers for every individual case. If that's the case, then I should actually I should use the map to mark each of these. Yeah, see? It even tells me specifically where I should be placing them. Eastern Salvation Harbor, crossing of Fitz O'Callaghan Street and Old Church. Fitz O'Callaghan and Old Church. Where's Old Church? I see Fitz O'Callaghan. Ah, here. No. Okay. The next one would be... Dude, I love Vampire, though. That was such a good game that I've genuinely considered replaying it on stream as an excuse to replay it. I find it really, really, like, it distresses me that it has such poor reviews because I enjoyed it so much. St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. Oh wait, Eastern Coverside. I am also a terrible navigator. These may not end up helping me at all. St. Elmo Lane, and well, there's Kingsport, and here's St. Elmo Lane. So, there we go. Next, Western Advent, corner of Purity Road and Oak Street. Oak Street, Oak Street, Oak Street. We're in Constitution, Purity Road, Oak Street. Warwick Street between Seaside Street and Hillside Street. Old Grove. Warwick Street. Between Seaside Street and Hill Street. So here-ish. Central Shells. Oop. Shells. Central. East Brown Street to the east of the corner with St. Michael's Road. Corner to the east of the corner, so it would be like there. Static and Ears. Eastern Reed Heights. On Lumber Street between Helog Street and Bullock Street. Lumbert Street. Where's Lumbert Street? Or Helog or Bullock Street, for that matter. Helog? Helog? Bullock? Any of the three would be great. Oops. Oh, it says Eastern. I was on Western. Ha! Helog. Lumbert. Helog and Bullock. So here somewhere. No, that's fine. I don't need to do either of those things. Western Reed Heights. Near the crossing of Baker, Ward, and Ibon. Baker, Ward, and Ibon. 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 Baker, Ward. Western Advent. Western Advent, corner of Murdoch Avenue and Oak Street. There's Oak Street, Murdoch, there, right there. Western Reed Heights, Washington Street between Ibon and Oak. Washington Street between Ibon and Oak, so somewhere there. Two more. Northern Grimhaven Bay at the corner of Hubert Avenue and Whisper Street. Northern at the corner of Hubert Avenue and Whisper Street. There's Whisper Street. Where's Hubert Avenue? Hmm? Oh, this is Hubert Avenue. So it's in fact just here, where this suspicious negative-looking sign also is. And one more. Western Coverside, corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Alright, all marked. So I should make sure to check that one out when I'm there. And I'll be pretty near it, because I'm going that way anyway. But fortunately, it doesn't matter if I'm a terrible navigator or not, because now I've marked them all on my map. They'll show up on my compass here. Oh, he don't look so okay. Seems like this part maybe wasn't underwater like some of the other parts were, because these cars don't look so fucked. Eh? The expedition headquarters is located in northern Coverside, crossroads of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Oh, I just marked it slightly too far. That's fine. We can just walk forward. Can we climb walls? We can. Awesome. So it should be probably here. Thought so. It had the old H on it. How is that fan running? Someone just left this place and left the fan running? God, this town is beyond run down. Holy shit. Oh, someone's been here. And they booted this fucking door down.
Guess I don't need the key.
Yeah, I really don't need the key. Someone has been here. Let's just hope they're not still here. The sound effects are troubling, to say the least. Right. Dangers of diving. Divers with bends can suffer from numerous symptoms with the bends, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time. The dangers of diving. I guess that's like before we learned that you should decompress when you get closer to the surface, maybe?
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Yes, they did. Who knows why?
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
If that's the case, we're gonna have a much harder time than we were hoping. Oh. Thank you for the gunpowder. It bothers me how comfy I find this game. I should not find the absolute disrepair and inhospitableness of this town to be quite as comfy as I do. It's definitely not normal. No, it's just I just like the atmosphere. Actually, aside from the gross gloopy noises, which I've just discovered the source of, I just generally like the atmosphere of being in these places that are sort of on the verge of collapse, but still mean for legitimate shelter from the outside. Well, that doesn't seem like something I should pick up, and I picked it up. Great. Great.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
The ocean floor, probably. Fisherman reports. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Harway. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mentioned a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis. Okay, interesting. So the rock burns. H. Doe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now, Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so, shed light on what may yet be to come. Alright. By the way, I should mention, even though this game got fairly mixed reviews, they're making a second one, so it can't have done that badly. It must have done pretty decently. It has a Steam page up already and everything. What haven't I checked yet? Ah, more samples.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
Whoops. How to protect. According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have a strong previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We've prepared a list of solutions including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols which are of no use and applying these scientifically valid methods of protection instead. H. Doe. I agree. Except now you've gone mad. And how do you consider that scientifically valid? Ooh, I got some direct pistol bullets. Now I have like at least an entire 2 magazines full. Yeah, check that out. No, wait, not quite. I'm missing 1. Wait, I can fix that. Now I have... No, wait, I'm still missing 2. It holds 8, doesn't it? Not 6. Or 7. It hasn't told me that I've found all evidence, so there's still more to see here. Yep, terrible screen space reflections. Been into all these rooms. Oh, this desk? Nope, I've checked. Ah!
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Well, if it's been erased, then... surely the fact that it's been erased is something that should be relevant, right? Did it save that? It didn't, did it? Diving... No, where was it? That they stayed? I'm sure I found the place that I kept the photos earlier. Oh, right. Photos. It's in City for some reason. Here. Oh. Alcohol. It's for medicinal purposes only. Aha. Okay. What is going on there? Holy shit. Okay then. That's something a little troubling. Huh? Just making a whole ass wall disappear. No wonder I hadn't found everything. Huh. Partially burned cargo manifest. The following must be unreadable. Grimhaven Bay, no later than Friday. Mark 5 diving suits, 6 air tanks and pumps, 4 canned foods, 18 crates, personal belongings, 6 crates with NAM unreadable. Research equipment, 7 crates, do not tit unreadable. Air pipes, 24, phone station and wires, 1, power generator, 1, responsible for delit unreadable. Oh boy, I got a new Mind Palace clue. Whoa! Pardon me, sir? 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 Okay, bye. Is he coming back? Am I supposed to be shooting this guy? I think I maybe might be supposed to be shooting this guy. Well, I'm glad my second shot hit where I meant the first one to go. Who the fuck were you? And why did you come at me with a gun? And I'm pretty sure I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, it's the weird diving helms again, except the front is smashed on this one.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Okay there, Solid Snake. Where did that dude even come from, and why did he just randomly decide that I was in need of death? Okay, maybe I am ready for that. Seems like there's not actually any... Oh! Did I... No, I didn't. It must have been something shiny. Well, let me do my Mind Palace things. Oh, I've only got one Mind Palace thing so far. One. Alright, what do we got here?
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
I see. So there was more than one of them. 3 of them, in fact.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Right. Upstairs, maybe? Do we have any... Oh, upstairs? Nothing upstairs. Okay.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Oh, oh dear. Dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
Okay, well, I think the order is probably pretty straightforward, right? Like, they smashed their way in.
time to pick it. Stand back.
Trashed everything.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
Found what they could. Took it downstairs.
I fatah me fe I regach.
And then trashed.
I dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Okay. Now we're feeling partially insane. But fortunately, my sanity recovers automatically. I wonder if that's a bonus of being on easy combat. Mine Palace. Cargo manifest, burn documents. The expedition's archive is lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. Alright. So that would mean I should go to the offices of the Oakmont Chronicle, which is this? Yes. I also have not found all the clues here. So what have I missed? Aside from this one dude who tried to kill me. Oh wait. No, I have found all the clues. That's why it's green. Yellow means I haven't found all the clues. Alright, the oak... I can get rid of this off the map now, actually. Now, what do I have? Lost Expedition, partially burned cargo manifest, village headquarters, burned newspapers. I like how my run is only like maybe 1.5 times my regular speed. Fortunately, the newspaper place is just over here. Ah. The fuck's the entrance? Why is it missing so many bars? Are you okay? Ma'am? Ma'am? You also appear to be balding. Is that why you're upset? What's going on here? What? Everything okay? Wait. Is this the... Oh, I put the marker in the copper's place. I did it wrong. You came to the wrong club. You came to the wrong place, buddy. Newspaper club's 2 doors down. Is it nighttime? Or is the weather just getting worse? I can't really tell. Who the fuck are you kidding sweeping this road? Are you just finding work to do because you're bored? Because I really don't think you're achieving anything here, man. Hey, here we are, the Oakmont Chronicle. Hello, ma'am. Is it chronicling well today? She doesn't want to speak to me either. I'm so utterly shocked that this game is realistic enough to not let me speak to every person I walk by.
The old papers
Whoa.
are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Yeah.
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I only got in recently.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
It's the only
Right,
newspaper
I'll,
for miles
be sure
around.
to make some time for you, Miss Bland.
Yeah, well, I've got time now. I mean, what the fuck else am I gonna do?
Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
Served in the Navy.
I'm a former Navy diver. Served on the USS Cyclops, and well, after the war, I found myself in Boston. I've been a private eye ever since.
Oh, a brave sailor. Well, I imagine you'll get accustomed to local life easily. We have plenty of water around here.
Yes, no lack
Maybe
of
we'll
it.
have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question.
I'm partially
Why are
insane.
you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
Do I say I'm tracking down missing people, or do I be honest? Oh, fuck it, be honest.
Currently, I'm tracking down the source of the psychic phenomenon that's been causing madness and visions all across the country.
Ah, yes. It affected people here, but we were much more concerned with the flood. Though Robert Throgmorton sent an expedition.
Yeah, and then hired me to find it. Ironic, don't you think?
I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know.
Extra. I got a
See you later.
thingy for that. Achievement. Archives. Press T for more information. You will often need to look for useful information within various city archives. Archives contain topical information. For example, City Hall holds general data about citizens and organizations, while info about specific categories of people. Yeah. He's got it. Dude, have you seen the weather out there? You gotta pop that huge collar. Keep yourself warm. While info about specific categories of people, like criminals or patients, can be found in police or hospital records. In the casebook, evidence may have a hint icon indicating you need to do some archive research, but it won't because I'm on normal instead of easy. In the archive interface, select the piece of evidence you wish to investigate, then choose 3 criteria to search for relevant information. A search conducted with the correct evidence and criteria will result in new information being added to the casebook. Okay. I mean, seriously, like... Where's the front door? Here. Do you not think I need to have a nice big popped collar to keep myself from getting rain down my neck in this kind of weather? I must say, I appreciate the fact that the rain doesn't come through the ceiling of the buildings. Alright. Archives. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that either. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to climb on your desk, ma'am. Okay, the Lost Expedition. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition, so I'm looking for... people. Would she be considered an official? Period. After the flood. Section. Current events, maybe. Nothing. Okay. Articles and interviews. Nothing. Advertisement. Commoners then. Period 1910 to 1919. If I'm looking for, well, actually, hang on. Get rid of people. For period after the flood. Section. Advertisements. District. Shit, what was the one I was in? Cover side? No information? There were no adverts regarding Coverside after the flood? Salvation Harbor, maybe? The Shells. Reed Heights. Old Grove. Grimhaven. Aha! The pleasure of finding things out. I got another Chivo. Ship freight advertisement. The 30-ton ship Titania... Sorry, Titania, that's how he pronounced it earlier, is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport as well as the aiding of underwater adventures and exploration for the price of 70 rifle bullets or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. He can be found at Pier 3, Oakmont Port, Grimhaven Bay. Aha, okay, so Captain Jeremiah Sanders. I don't think there's anything else that I actually need here right now. He did just say I might find something in the adverts. Though it is tempting to go through... just to see. Alright. Nothing of value here then. For now. Oh wait, I need to... Oh, hang on. District, cover side. I don't really know what else for now, so I'll go with the ship freight advertisement. Partially burned manifest, pillaged headquarters, burned newspaper, ship freight advertisement. Pier 3, Oakmont Port, Grimhaven Bay. So that's where I'm going. And while I'm around this area, I want to find out what this does. Is it actually fast travel like I thought it might be? It is fast travel, okay. So, phone boxes are fast travel points. Good to know. What does this mean, though? Oh, it means it's infested, okay. Pier 3. Pier 3. Oh, I guess I can remove the newspaper one now as well. Damn, your skirt's kind of screwed up, lady. Whoa. You just got your whole butt ass hanging out there. Why aren't you wearing more? Oh, you're a cultist, I see. I was wondering why she wouldn't be wearing more in weather like this, but her being a cultist kind of explains things. How is that fire staying lit in this water? In this water? In this rain? I don't think anyone's been using vehicles lately. I guess they've run out of gas. Hop! Wait, you're a different guy now. What the heck? You're also not saying anything. Oh, I guess I don't need to reload yet. So... do I want to go straight ahead, or maybe... I'll go down Central Street and Whisper Street, and then turn right, I think. I don't really want to... Oh. I see. In order to go down Old Colony Street and into Central Street and Whisper Street, I also have to use a boat. Well, I wasn't expecting this to be a game element. In fact, it's incredibly rare that I see any games that have, like, boating sections. I feel like the last time I remember having to go through anywhere on a boat was in Resident Evil 8. And I don't think you actually get to control the boat in that. I think you just use the boat to go from point A to point B. Take a right at the next turn. How far does the water go? All the way down to Deep Shore Road. It takes me most of the way there. Oh wow, I can even make it go faster. Cyclops 2. I just noticed it's called Cyclops 2. My boat is named... This is clearly my boat. It's named after my old Navy boat.
Look for your sins and repent. K Almighty will punish the wretched by sending terrors unnamed.
Okay. I guess everywhere's gotta have a preacher, huh? Oh, hey. Another fast travel unlocked. There's something that I've just realized. Do I have, like, skill points? I have knowledge points. What's knowledge points? Vigor. Mind. Apparently I'm about to level up again, but I never used it in the first place. This is smart packing. Carry up to 25 pieces of any crafting material. Oh, this is the first one? Well, I'll take it. Now I have no more knowledge points. I'm officially stupid again. Yeah, this is where we started off. And this is why I was no stranger to the squelching. Because everything in this bay squelches, or everything in this Port. Oh, these fuckers again as well. Get out of here. I don't know what you things are, but you definitely are an abomination, so...
Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help.
What's going on? Yeah.
Sea creatures swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What are those creatures?
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
I think you might be slightly crazy.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
Okay, but... Combat. If you are crouched, hostiles are less likely to detect you. Enemies may harm your sanity as well as health. Some enemies have unique abilities that may come as an unpleasant surprise, but most have weak points too. Ammo and supplies are scarce, I noticed. Scavenging, crafting, and quest rewards are the only sources of supplies. Guns are not going to reload themselves. I don't see any wild beasts, though. Where are these supposed wild beasts? I can't very... Oh, I see one. Wow. Okay, bye. That one just hopped off for a swim. Oh wow, they actually considered the other one dead. The harbor has been cleared. The one that hopped off just fucking killed itself. It killed itself trying to avoid my killing. Oh.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder. Shot dead. Point blank.
Shot dead by who? Will you stop swatting at things? Hey, supplies. Shell casings, nice. What the fuck? Are those hatchets?
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
Oh. Oh dear. If that's the Titania, then I fear this may have been done by the captain of the ship. Alright, before I... What the fuck?
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much.
Before I search around anymore, I'll ask the guy. Oh, hey. Do I have enough to craft something? I have quite a few, in fact. Now my 6-shooter has enough for a whole 6 bullets. 7 bullets. I don't really think I need much in the way of antipsychotics because the mental health just regenerates itself pretty quickly.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
You see that spark in the background that's just completely ignoring the depth of field?
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then the wild beasts came to feast.
The wild beasts came to feast. What kind of man is Sanders?
Who's Sanders? And what kind of man is he?
Newcomer. He seemed like a decent guy. Okay, captain. Treated his crew well.
Where is he now?
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
Okay. Time to go have a look around that ship. I've seen plenty of dead things. Nothing here.
They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
Oh, alcohol. That's never that good of a thing. Not out on the open sea when Cthulhu's roaming. Oh dear.
This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
Yes, it would. Time charter contract. I, Captain Jeremiah Sanders, hereby agree to take on board my vessel, Titania, any persons designated by Robert Throgmorton and the cargo detailed in the attached manifest, as well as to provide them with any and all necessary assistance up to and including depth measurements, as well as diving support for underwater exploration and marine life observations. Aforementioned services will take place in confidential locations in Cod Bay. Afterwards, the Titania will provide transport for all passengers to the Oakmont port. Compensation will be 70 bullets. Okay.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased.
Sure, but we can still fucking see what's been erased. You can see that there were marks here. God damn it. Oh, the worst screen space reflections. I would genuinely prefer there weren't reflections. I wonder if I can turn them off, actually. They look pretty awful. Options, settings, video. No, I guess they just come as part of the post-processing package. Anything else? Oh my. Captain's got some interesting tastes. And a color photograph, in fact. That was a rarity in the 1920s. Okay, so what have I missed? I think I must have missed something. Oh no, it probably was colorized. I just mean that even colorized photos were pretty rare in the 20s, right? At least I'm pretty sure it's a photo. Doesn't look like a pin-up girl. Pin-up poster, I mean. I am unsure if I'm supposed to be finding evidence here, or... Is the way it's got the white... Oh, okay. Evidently I was, and I found it. Alright, well... Most definitely this started on board the ship.
To the mare with you! Die! Die!
Jesus. This guy went fucking apeshit.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Alright. There's got to be another one somewhere. Ah, down there.
You can't take me! Eat this!
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Well, I'm pretty sure it started on the boat, and then it got here, and then all those people were actually attacking him and not the other way around, by the looks of things.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't...
To the mare with you! Die! Die! You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
Mind Palace, eh? Let's see what we've got in our Mind Palace. The wounded sailor is probably Sanders. Wounded Sanders. The harbor master saw Captain Sanders leaving the pier. The only survivor of the fight on the third pier of Grimhaven Bay was a man badly wounded in the shoulder. Captain Sanders is the wounded man and is now seeking medical aid. Alright. Do I need to do this now to figure out where he went? Or are we just gonna go look? Shell casings. No, I don't think this helps. Okay, I need to figure out where there's a hospital. Ah, here, in fact. Hospital of St. Mary. And we be putting Wounded Sanders down there. Oh, I should be able to fast travel to get a bit closer to there, shouldn't I? Should I? Yes, yes. Fast travel to Devil's Reef. Skip the part where I have to actually use a boat again. They're telling me the newcomers are the problem. Have they seen the people walking around here? Where's the phone? Up here. Devil's Reef, please. This game is actually pretty interesting. I like the mechanics in it. I gotta say, it doesn't feel that hard. I might actually have been fine with normal difficulty, combat difficulty, but eh. Oh, there's a person in here. But I can't talk to them. Oh, it's fine. I don't actually need to come in here right now anyway. Wait, do I still need to use a fucking boat to get where I'm going? Seems like I need to use a boat no matter what. I'm going to be crossing flooded areas regardless. Also, did I accidentally leave the newspaper thing on? I did. How nice of them to always have boats right where I need them to be. Maybe if I go to Derry Lane. This makes me think of like a whole city in the midst of subsidence. Like the whole damn city. Well, I guess that is what the sinking city would imply, isn't it? That's a severe case of subsidence, though. Usually it only happens to like one or two houses, not a whole ass city. This is Derry Street. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. I've run aground. Oh, no. Yeah, this is Derry Street. Sir? That is highly unsanitary. Avoid anyone coughing. The last thing we need is also to have the plague.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
What? No thanks.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess.
A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
No, I'm fine.
My head? No complaints, I'm good.
Well, you're the exception these days. We're simply overflowing with patients.
Any patients with an axe wound?
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Anyone with a shoulder wound?
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork, but you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
It certainly does mean that much, but something
looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually, but it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
No, we're fine.
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
Multi-handed creatures?
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Vomiting humanoids, you
those
say?
hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Okay, interesting.
Bye.
Bye. That was such a like, fuck you kind of a bye. It was so dry. Are these the archives? Where are the archives? Basement, surgery, storage, patient wards. Where are your archives, bro? Oh, they're in. I'm allowed to come behind the counter? Goodness me. Okay, subjects, patients, period, after the flood. Department, surgery? Really? Really? I hope not the morgue, right? Therapy? The hell? It has to be patients. It has to be after the flood. It should be surgery. Oh, it's because I've chosen the wrong evidence. Partially burned manifest key, the headquarters lost expedition, wounded Sanders. That's why. Okay, let's try this again. District shouldn't matter. After the flood, subject patients, after the flood surgery. There we go. Grimhaven Bay wounded. Peter Crowley, M29, Oakmonter. Multiple burns and fragmentation wounds to chest and face as a result of explosion. Several surgeries, wound treatment, facial surgery. Prognosis good, bed rest recommended. Joseph Willow, M39, newcomer. Deep cut wound to left shoulder. Broken collarbone. Fractured scapula. Wound stitched, fracture set and bandaged. No trace of infection evident. Prognosis good, bed rest recommended. Awesome. So he's here. Floor 2 and 3, patient wards. Is it you? What happened to you?
What happened to you, mister?
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
Get well soon.
I'm sorry. Well, get better soon. Bye.
Bye. Oh. You okay?
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Eating leeches? I don't think they're usually meant for eating, ma'am. Oh, that's an interesting gramophone. Sir, aha, you look like the person I need.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
Well, first you can stop lying to me.
Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him.
Please cease
I'm
lying.
Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
Why'd you lie?
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
So what happened?
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
Okay. Why were you drinking?
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
Alright.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
Albert survived.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No, he didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
Why did you abandon the divers?
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
Okay, where was your last dive?
Would you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Where can I get a diving suit?
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Okay. Bye.
Get better soon.
Oh, okay. We actually said something nice-ish to him. What's your problem, lady?
Scratch me. Please, please. Just here. This itching is driving me insane.
Nope. Thank you. Nope. And who are you? No one who wants to talk to me. Fair enough. Yes. Gunpowder, shell casings. That's what I'm talking about. Is there anything else to Whoa. That is quite the hole. And now I know why there's slats of Jesus Christ. Now I know why there's slats on top of that bed. So that no one just drops down on top of this poor fucker. Okay. Before I forget. Alright, I think this is a pretty decent place to stop for the day. So that was the first part of The Sinking City. And I have to say, honestly, I wasn't expecting a lot from this game because the reviews aren't that great. But I'm actually having a lot of fun. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I just like any old kind of detective mystery anyway. So the fact that it's a Lovecraftian detective mystery is just double the fun as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of this next Thursday because I'll be doing this probably every Thursday until I finish it. So if you're also interested in watching more The Sinking City, then by all means drop on by next Thursday. Signalis, however you pronounce it, next Wednesday. I have a stream on Twitch tomorrow. It will either be Little Hope with Brave or it will be Killer Frequency by myself. It'll depend entirely on if Brave is busy or not. And Saturday we'll be back to Near Automata. So lots of games, to a nice variety of different things to look forward to rather than just the same game all the time. So that's it for today. Have ourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time of the day it is for you. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.